Hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, revolverplayer here, and welcome back to another video. Now, as you all have seen by the title, we are going to be talking about how this squeegee handle saved 6 lives on 9/11. If you guys want to see more, make sure you leave a like, comment, and maybe even subscribe. Everything and everything you guys do around here helps out a ton. And without further delay, I hope you all enjoy. So, as we all know, September 11th started as any other morning in New York City, and mailroom clerk Alfred Smith had just left the staff cafeteria heading for the North Tower's elevators. As he and 4 other men gather into the elevator, a 6th man came running.
Hold it, please! I'm sorry, thank you.
At the last moment, Jan Demschur, a member of the World Trade Center window washing team, manages to squeeze into the elevator. Their elevator began to head toward the 78th floor sky lobby, as the tenants of the World Trade Center referred to them. In the midst of their elevator ride, American Airlines Flight 11 hit the North Tower. One of the men described what happened when the plane struck in this clip here.
The elevator shook violently from side to side and dropped.
Keep it button. Hit all the buttons. Keep any buttons.
We all just looked at each other and we didn't really know what was going on.
The men finally got the elevator to stop and tried to communicate with workers outside the elevator, but had no idea of the disaster they were now caught in. After a few minutes, the men said they heard a voice over the elevator intercom, as they say here.
Nobody talked to us for a good 2-3 minutes, and finally somebody got on and said there's been an explosion in the building.
An explosion in a building this size? What kind of an explosion could this have been?
After they had realized no one was coming to help them, one more scary factor came into play. Smoke began to fill the elevator. Now I want you guys to imagine this. You're stuck in this small elevator, and there's like 6 of you, and there doesn't seem to be anybody coming. What do you do? Well, for starters, they could try and look for an escape hatch at the top of the elevator, but there unfortunately wasn't one. With no way out from above, they turned their attention to the elevator door. After some prying and fidgeting, they managed to open the doors and kept them pried open using Jan's tools. To their horror, they were on the 50th floor, and on top of it, they were facing a solid wall. It was a sight that made Jan's heart sink.
I was concerned about my wife, my children, that I'm going to see them again.
After some analyzing and realization, Jan recognizes that this is drywall, and lucky for them, Jan is experienced with drywall. The only thing they need now is something as sharp. Luckily, Jan had brought his squeegee with him, and it was their only hope of escape. The men spent over an hour using the squeegee blade to dig through 3 layers of drywall, when the blade suddenly dropped into the elevator shaft.
I don't know, I don't hold it properly, or my hand was tired, or something, but the blade slipped down to the shaft. I was almost have a tear in my eyes. But one man behind me saw what happened. He grabbed the handle and started scratching. Continue.
So the men now took turns using the squeegee handle and continued digging.
And it occurred to me that if you see people cut drywall, they basically score it and snap it. If we could score this thing, we had a good chance of busting through it.
That's it. Yeah, there you go.
We were scratching downward, etching a line into the sheetrock, anything to weaken this wall.
Maybe not even kick it.
What went from digging, it turned into attempts to kick the area around their hole, making it bigger.
We all started taking turns kicking at the wall, and I said, let me try kicking it another way. I turned my back to the wall.
Yeah, right there.
Like a sort of a horse kick.
You almost got lower. There. Yeah! We got it! We got it!
My foot went through.
Eventually, the men could finally begin to see light through the hole.
It's a men's room.
We're okay.
It's a sink, it's a bathroom. It's a men's room. So I said, listen, make this a little larger. I'm the slimmest of you guys. I think I can go through and perhaps get help.
Alfred wandered around the 50th floor looking for an emergency worker to guide them out. Eventually, he comes across a firefighter and has him come with him to the other men and guide them all out.
The fireman came back with me. We go back up to the floor that I just exit from. Great.
Are you sure everybody can walk?
Everybody can walk.
Just as the last fella came through the hole in the wall, the mailroom fella came back with a fireman.
Let's go, everybody out to the exit. Let's go.
And this fireman had this astonished look on his face, like, what are these people doing here?
So down each of the men went into the stairs and on their way out, and they did all end up surviving the day. but not before one final surprise. In the midst of their trip down the stairs, the South Tower collapsed.
I can remember getting to somewhere around the 16th floor. You know, I kind of felt like, wow, I'm going to make it out of here. Everything's going to be okay. And no sooner thought that, we heard this heavy rumbling.
Normally I'd say that was it and the men never saw each other again, but in usual 9/11 fashion, they did. Jan and another man from the elevator, George Phoenix, reunited in the street in this sweet clip shown in the 9/11 special of It's a Miracle.
My body started shaking and head was so pain.
What's your name?
And I recognized this guy who was with me in the elevator.
Dad. From the elevator. You made it.
Knowing that they would never have survived without each other's help, George and Jan could not hold back their emotions.
When George met me on the street and we get a hug, this is the greatest hug in my life.
So that is the amazing story of the ordinary squeegee handle from an ordinary window washer that saved not only himself, but 5 other lives on the greatest disaster of this generation, and a story that touched those who heard it, how 3 human beings, total strangers, forged a bond that meant the meaning between life and death. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I apologize that this next video of History with Revolver Player took so long to come out, and you won't have to wait too long for the next one, because it will be coming very soon, and I think you all will be very thrilled with how it comes out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, and if you're brand new, subscribe, leave a comment maybe. Again, anything and everything you guys do helps out a ton. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. It's sort of a nice send-off to this video.
For Jan, George, and Alfred, the miracle of their escape will never be forgotten, and neither will the kinship that a group of complete strangers found in each other.
There's definitely a bond between myself and the other fellas. Remembering what we went through in the elevator and everybody's working together to get out. Something we'll never forget. We've shared something so dramatic together. It's always nice to see them, and I truly hope in the future that we see each other more and that we don't just like drift apart.
But along with the comfort of their special bond comes a great sadness each time they look at the site where the towers once stood.
In the beginning, I not try to look, because from my street, look left, there was Twin Towers. Now, when I look, stomach going up, and you get angry, and you get depression.
It's not the same picture. No, definitely. No. I used to look out the window and see the Empire State Building right across the way. There was a beautiful view.
But it's a miracle I'm survived, and I don't know how long I live, but I'm happy I'm alive. You have to make a future for yourself, for your children. You have to live some way. You have to go on.